Hi, welcome to Five Mantra. This is BL and Reddy. We are going to discuss about user-defined functions. It is a very important task. User-defined functions are very important task. Everything has to be taken care by the programmer. So these functions need some resources that has to be allocated by the compiler, and that information has to be given by the programmer to the compiler. Okay, how to do this process that we are going to discuss right now. Okay, now we'll discuss this one with the basic example, that is the addition I want to do. Okay, I want to do the addition of uh, two numbers, two numeric values, two numbers like 15 and 20. These are the two numbers I have. I want to do addition and using user defined functions. Whenever you want to add these two numbers, okay, the two numbers you can add with the help of plus operator, it's not a matter, but I want to implement like a function. Okay, means one task you have to give that one to your compiler. So how to do this one? You know already main function is there. Okay, this is the main function, and the main function you are defining in this way. Same way you will define your function like addition. Okay, same like a main function. Here I'll define like this. I want to do add. Okay, and here these are the two integers. Okay, a and b I'm giving, and here also I have to go with the a plus b, and that I want to save in C. And next you want to print something or printf C. You will do this one. Okay, in this way you will implement your function. Okay, if you see the function, there is no difference here. Main function is started with the one main, and after that one parenthesis there, and it is closed, and the same way here also one parenthesis and closed, and it is not ended with the semicolon, and open and close bracket is required. Same way here also open and close bracket are there. Means already you are implemented function definition. It was defined. Now for doing this addition function, two numbers are required. What are the two numbers type? Because C language only knows your data type. With the help of that only it will allocate the memory. This is the another resource, right? Okay, memory is the another resource. Like whenever I am doing this, one memory is allocated for my function, and this memory is nothing but a main function. This is the main function memory, and this memory is required for my add function also. For add function also one memory block is required, and in that I can do the a plus b and c, like three variables need for this, right? These are the three memory blocks are required. Each block needs 2 bytes of memory, and for that, okay, to implement this block of memory is required. How to allocate this memory? Okay, and who will allocate this memory? Will be allocated by your CPU with the help of compiler. Compiler will give the information how much memory is required. Means it is a user defined function, and this function information you have to provide, and doing that we have to provide one important one, that is nothing but a prototype declaration. Means here you are explaining your task or your function with the help of a prototype. Okay, means just at how it will be, like what are the resources I am using. Okay, what is my function name, what is the output of the function. Means whenever I am doing any task, okay, some input I'll give, okay, some input I'll give, and it will give some outputs. It will give some output. Okay, this is nothing but this task. Okay, here I will do the plus operation, minus operation, division operation, or some xyz database operation or file operation, or anything I can do in that. Okay, and here very important thing is what you are giving and what you are getting. That is the important one. When I am doing this, input is given into the with the help of data type. Output also you will get with the help of data type. Means it is memory is important. That information you have to provide with the prototype declaration. Here prototype declaration is nothing but a syntax we have to provide. Okay, and syntax we have to provide. This syntax will be like, I have to implement first function name, and this is the important one, and whatever the input you are giving, input data type and output data type you have to provide. And this is the one important one, output data type and input data type. Here you need memory, right? This is the memory is very important, and here how many values it can return, that is the important one. In a C language, one important one is C language, any function either is a user defined function or predefined function, it returns only one data type value, either it is an integer, float, double, character, anything, or pointer. Okay, now the type you have to provide here, and next input data type you have to provide. Means you how many input I can send, you can give more than one input, and argument we called as a this argument we called as a formal arguments. Type only you have to provide a type only, means either I'm sending two integers, right? Int I'm giving float, two float values, float, that's enough, no data variable name is required, right? Okay, here formal argument type you have to provide. Now here also need one type, this type we called as a return type. So we'll define, okay, syntax for this argument, right? Now syntax for this we called as a how to use. Syntax will explain how to use your prototype declaration, how to define prototype declaration in the C language, that will be explained. First, return type you have to provide. Return type, only type, not variable name. Return type you have to provide. Next one is function name. Return type, function name. Next, argument type. Okay, list you have to provide. Okay, next it must be end with the semicolon. So return type, function name and argument list. This is the very important one. Return type only one means it can return only one value. Any function in C language return only one value. Okay, just to follow our videos you will get why it is the one that I'll explain. And this function name must be unique. This function name must be unique, and here input data type you have to provide. Input data type you have to provide. Like example I'll give. I want to do addition of two numbers. Okay, for that I'll implement. Now example is return type. Okay, I want to do addition of two numbers. My function name is add. Okay, and I want to do addition of two integers, integer comma integer, then semicolon. This is the one over. Then what output you will get? Maybe integer plus integer, you will get integer only, but you can change, that is up to you. But here we'll go in a formal way. Return type must be integer only. So if you want to get an integer value, you will give this one. So this is the return type, and this is the function name, and this is the input data type. Okay, this is the example of prototype declaration. First important one is prototype declaration. It will, what is the use of this prototype declaration? Just I'll give the first point. First important point is it explain how many resources are need. Whenever I want to add two numbers, two integers are required, one return type is required, that is also integer, means it will give the memory block for your application, that is 2 plus 2 plus 2, total 6 bytes of memory. Okay, this memory resource will be allocated with the help of prototype declaration. Okay, and it will explain about a second point. Okay, task name also it will get. Task name means what is the task you are implementing, what is the input for that, and what is the output for that. Total information will be cleared by the to the compiler with the help of prototype. And what it will do is it will allocate three important one is stack memory. Stack memory. Okay, and with the help of this it will give the stack memory. Okay, stack memory will be allocated by the compiler with the help of prototype declaration. What is the stack, what is the heap, what is the queue? Please follow our channel, you will get clear information in the data structures. Okay, thank you.